We begin at 6 o'clock tonight with some new details in that deadly plane crash in San Diego. Tonight, all 6 victims have now been identified. Good evening once again, everyone. I'm Colleen Williams.
And I'm Michael Brownlee. That news comes as we continue to learn more about what went wrong before that crash. The NTSB says a weather alert system and runway lights were not operating when the pilot was trying to land. However, the cause of this crash remains unclear.
NBC4's Lolita Lopez monitoring the latest developments. She joins us live from our News Operations Center with more. Lolita?
Colleen and Michael, all 6 people on board that plane have now been identified. They were mothers, daughters, fathers, and sons. 3 of them worked at a talent agency with offices in San Diego, and this is federal investigators are looking into foggy weather and equipment at the airport where the plane was supposed to land. It's not working to pinpoint what could have caused this crash. A neighborhood in San Diego remains on edge today, a day after a private jet with 6 people on board clipped power lines and crashed into homes in the Murphy Canyon neighborhood. Now, this happened just before 4 in the morning on Thursday morning. Investigators say all 6 people on board the plane died. 8 people on the ground were injured. The National Transportation Safety Board now says conditions were foggy as the plane attempted to land at Montgomery Gibbs Executive Airport, which is only a couple of miles from where the plane went down. Investigators also say the weather alert system and runway lights at that airport weren't working when the crash happened. And they also tell us the plane did not have a flight recorder, and investigators are still working to determine if it was equipped with a cockpit voice recorder.
The question is how much more complicated is it without a flight data recorder? Flight data recorders provide a myriad of information depending on the make, model, and the installation, and so the obviously any information you can get adds to that investigation, but without it we use other sources of information, whether it's air traffic control, witnesses, video, the evidence that's available on the wreckage itself to tell the story of what happened.
The flight took off from New Jersey late Wednesday night, making a fuel stop in Kansas and continuing on to San Diego. Former federal investigators say this overnight schedule would not be allowed for an airliner under federal crew rest rules, but these regulations don't apply to private planes. Now, among the 6 people who died in the crash is the owner of the music talent agency Sound Talent Group. 42-year-old David Shapiro was the agency's co-founder, a licensed pilot and flight instructor. The plane was registered to him. Daniel Williams was the former drummer of the metalcore band Devil Wears Prada. He posted a photo on Instagram from that fatal flight. Dominic Damian was a software engineer and Shapiro's longtime friend. He was a black belt in jiu-jitsu. We've learned from his gym in Pacific Beach that they will hold a remembrance for him on Monday. And at least 3 people have ties right here to Southern California. Born in Glendale and raised in Santa Clarita, 24-year-old Kendall Fortner loved music. She started at the agency after graduating from San Diego State University in 2021 with a degree in business. She's survived by her parents, brother, and their families. 25-year-old Emma Hook was raised in Orange County and an avid former competitive dancer. After graduating from the University of Oregon in 2022 with a degree in journalism, she landed a job at the talent agency as a booking associate in 2024. She's survived by her parents and younger sibling. 36-year-old Selena Kenyon was a professional photographer who split her time between LA and San Diego. We are told she took the late flight home so she could take her daughter to school in the morning. Her family says they are devastated and that the world has lost a beautiful, bright light. Now, while we're learning new details of this crash, it is under investigation. It is only beginning. NTSB officials say a preliminary investigation won't be released for several weeks. Colleen?